Hey guys, what's up? Just figuring out this whole OBS thing and streaming, as you can tell. Uh, so, yeah, but we are live now, and I am here in Italy. I'm using my headset right now because my wife is currently sleeping since it is 1:38 in the morning here in Italy, which it is 9 hours ahead of California time. And then 3 hours from that would be to the East Coast side. So if you're like in South Carolina watching, it'd be 6 hours ahead from there. But I'm live streaming now, and hello guitar. How are you today, or tonight? But yeah, no, it's working out some kinks in this whole live stream thing. Obviously, I'm trying to figure this out for the first time. But anyways, let's get to the news that I've been trying to share with you guys, but haven't been able to upload. So I got here on December, I think 19th was the day, and I posted that video a little while ago, or a couple days ago, excuse me, and I was able to do so because we signed up for Wi-Fi, and we had an appointment scheduled for I think it was like Thursday of last week or the week before. I made a tweet about it. I can't remember the exact day right now, but we made that appointment, and with that company we ended up getting this where's it at? It's right here, little hotspot thing with 50 gigabytes of just free data Wi-Fi deal that comes with our plan. I was like, all right, cool, and I used it, but with uploading that video and then updating some of our bills and stuff like that, trying to get everything finalized and transitioned over here to Italy, it ate up quite a bit, so I wasn't able to keep up with posting that I wanted to. So I got Wi-Fi now, obviously, thank God. But with that day when the Wi-Fi was supposed to be started, my wife's phone the night before decided to not be able to receive phone calls, not be able to use data, and not be able to get text messages conveniently. No, it was a weird fluke thing that ended up happening. So the technician that came wasn't able to call and let us know, hey, I'm at the gate, so that way we can go in and sign him in, allow him onto the base that we're here at. And I just happened to miss him. I went out a little bit too late and waited, and it is what it is. But that has been the reason why there's been such a huge gap in this time. But we're here now. I got it installed earlier today. I wanted to wait until later in the day, well, I guess tomorrow, if you want to play by those rules, to make a live stream, because I wanted to try something new, just kind of change it up a bit, maybe get some interaction one-on-one. I could answer your messages right away as you type them. You ask me questions, whatever. So I feel like this would be kind of cool to kind of get to know each other on a little bit more of a personal level. That way it's not just a video screen. But I post. Okay, so changing kind of topics, but I'm trying to kind of get you updated with everything that's going on, and that way you know where we're at right here, since there's been a gap from my last vlog till when I upload my next vlog tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, I don't know. This time frame thing's kind of messing with me a little bit. I haven't really figured that out just yet either. But from when I upload my next video, and so what's happened then is we obviously got to Italy. We've flown through from LAX to San Francisco, and then San Francisco to Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt we ended up having a 4-hour layover because our plane got canceled because Frankfurt had a bunch of snow everywhere. I mean, it wasn't like a blizzard, but it had enough snow and rain and stuff, and just planes and everything. It just got canceled. So we ended up getting on a later flight that was about 4 hours later, and made it to Verona, Italy. And that, oh my goodness, that night was something else. So my wife ended up borrowing a car from one of the people she works with, and she drove all the way out to the airport, which is about an hour to, I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes away from our house. And it's not, if you don't speak Italian, it's not very easily marked or understandable, if you will. And so she drove in, and what we're kind of used to in like the LAX or San Diego International Airport, where it kind of has like the different gates and terminals all around, and you drive around, you pick your gate, go, okay, I need to get off here, and you go there. But this one, I guess, it kind of has like gate 1 and its own little like parking structure, gate, or not structure, but parking lot rather, gate 2, 3, etc., etc. Well, I happened to land in gate 2, and she parked in gate 1, which is next door, but it was enough of a distance where I couldn't push the stroller and the big old cart with her stuff to meet her over at the car. So we had to do that whole little game of paying and validating a ticket for like 10 minutes of parking, and she had to drive out and try and figure out how to get to gate 2. Kind of broke a couple rules, or I think I don't know if they're laws or not, but rules on not just, I don't know. She just kind of did her own thing, and we totally looked total touristy. It was kind of funny, but it was fun. It was a good night, and it was good to see her. Absolutely beat by the time we got there. Kiddo, her first flight, we weren't able to get her some wings, but she got to sit in the pilot seat, or the captain's seat, and take some pictures and videos. And she, honestly, every single takeoff we did, she slept. It was the weirdest thing. She was like awake and stuff. I mean, I get it, she's tired from the traveling and whatnot, but it is just like, we got on the plane, she's awake, happy, yada yada yada, and all of a sudden we get onto the runway getting ready to take off, and I look over and she's passed out. I'm like, what? You were just awake like 2 seconds ago. And we would get up in the air, and probably about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes of being up in the air, she's awake, looking at me, talking to me, asking me to watch, How to Train Your Dragon on my phone. Or when we did our international flight, she asked, we had these little, these TV screens that were touch screen, and you had a bunch of different videos and movies and games and maps and this, that, and the other to keep you entertained. And so it was pretty cool, actually. Cause she got to watch Elena. I got a little video of that, as you guys saw, and the little glance she gave me was pretty funny. Something I totally do, but she just zoned out on Elena 5 to 10 minutes after we got done taking off, and then she fell asleep. She slept pretty much that, I think it was like an 11-hour flight, and she slept that whole flight, which was pretty good. And then from there, the only one that she was awake the entire time was the one from Frankfurt to Verona. That was probably, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes, give or take. But it was fun, and it was actually pretty cool. The Italian plane that we took, they gave us this little those little magnet things, you can draw on. You have the little, it looks like an Etch-a-Sketch kind of, but it's not one of the Etch-a-Sketches. You take the little like magnetic pen, and you can draw on it, and then they have the little like circles and squares and triangles and whatevers, and you can pin them on there and make design stuff. And you take the little thing and you slide it across, and it erases it. Well, they gave us one of those, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I was just, at that time, I was like, I just need to get home, get in the shower, say hi to my wife, go to bed, because I was just beat. And I just grabbed it, oh, thank you, put it in my lap, and sat on the plane. And I didn't end up opening it to see what it was until the next day after I woke up, and I was like, I don't even know what they gave us. My wife's like, what is that? So we opened it up. I'm like, oh, well, she could have had a toy to play with. Well, she did good anyways. She had a couple of these chocolate sticks that we got. They're pretty good. But from there, we've been going and doing some paperwork and stuff with this base, and even technically this housing area, I'm not really supposed to film. Um, I think as long as it's nothing that would be deemed compromising to the installation, I think I'd be okay. But there's signs everywhere that says if you see people filming or taking pictures or making maps, blah 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 blah, report it, and it'll be investigated and whatnot. So I'm gonna get some filming. I'm gonna take some pictures and put it up and stuff. But you know, plus I mean, you guys probably want to see Italy out on town, anyways, not some housing complex that looks like apartments in just whatever city you live in. They're pretty standard. But you know what? That's what I'll do. My vlog tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? I can't remember what we're doing tomorrow. But my vlog tomorrow, I will take you guys on a tour of my house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Pretty big. I mean, it's bigger than what I'm used to. I'm used to, the biggest I had was a 2-bedroom apartment. So it's bigger than that. At least what I've owned. Of course, my parents have owned nice houses and stuff like that. So, but it's nice. It's my wife and I are really proud of it, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. Now, I do have to say, a little disclaimer, this place is incredibly empty because we still have yet to receive our household goods. I think I made a couple vlogs about that, about shipping the car and shipping the household. Oh, I did actually, yeah, because I remember making the 3 days of boxing up and stuff. But we haven't received that yet. We should be getting our household goods. Well, we were supposed to be getting our household goods January 18th, so here in 9 days, or maybe a couple days later. But every time I check the tracker, it's still sitting in the shipping port in Texas. So if any of you are going through military moves and stuff like that, and you're kind of following along, or if you're just curious about how it goes, know to plan for not getting your stuff for a long time. If you can send it sooner, the better, so you can receive it when you get there. But it kind of sucks because when you're at home, you don't got anything. So you gotta either decide, do I want something until I leave to get to the destination, or do I want to just get rid of everything and have it when I get there? Or what some other people do too is they keep their stuff and then they either sell it or donate it and just buy a whole new stuff when they get to the new location. Obviously, whatever fits for your family works. Go for it. We haven't. Our car's on the way. It said that it's on the vessel being transported here, and I think it's going to Germany. It's going to the northernmost part of Germany. So I don't know how they're planning. I don't know if they're gonna make us drive up there and get it. I don't think so, because I put down here in Italy it's supposed to be coming, so they're probably gonna put it on a truck and drive it down. At least that's what I hope they do. But I mean, again, I wouldn't mind taking a trip through Germany and bringing you all with us. We've been doing just paperwork to get caught up. We got to do these things called sojournos. It's like a temporary passport, or not passport, excuse me, a temporary citizenship for Italy, because I guess our passports and visas are only good for so long. That I don't really understand. I thought since we're on military orders, we would be good, but I mean, it's not just another thing you got to do. On the other hand, I am kind of lucky on that because I still have my German citizenship from when I was born in Germany when my dad was in the Army. So I asked the lady, I was like, hey, I have my German citizenship, I have my naturalization papers, and my U.S. passport, obviously. Do I still got to do all this Sojourno paperwork and everything like that? She said, no, you're good to go. You just got to do it for your daughter. So that's one less thing that we had to do, which is kind of nice. So we're working on that. I got great news from the vlog that I posted up. It was called Bittersweet or something along those lines. Bittersweet Day, I think it was. And it was when I was talking about how we got our plane tickets, but I wasn't able to bring my dog Athena with me. Well, guess what? working with my dad and my stepmom. They have my dog currently right now, and they have a friend. And a little shout out to this organization. Let me pull up their name real quick. But a little shout out to this organization because they're actually doing, they're helping out us, a military family, and giving us a military discount. To whereas when I called a bunch of other places for shipping and stuff, they don't offer any kind of discount whatsoever, and they were wanting upwards of $4,000 just to get my dog from California to here. And that wasn't even just counting the paperwork. That was really just the plane tickets and the crate. They wanted almost $1,000 for a crate, when I'm hearing from these people, they're called Island Pet Movers. Go check them out if you have to ship dogs or cats. They're pretty sweet from what I've been noticing as I've been starting to work with them. So a little shout out for that. They're called Island. I just said it, Island Pet Movers, I believe. Sorry. Yeah, Island Pet Movers, and they're pretty cool. But they're making it to an affordable price to where I can get my dog out here. So we're gonna have we're gonna have our dog back. We're gonna have our beautiful Athena back. But we did something the other day too. We adopted. We got him for free, but we adopted a stray puppy, or was a stray puppy, but not anymore. He's 6 months old. He's a beautiful Belgian Malinois mix. I think he's mixed with a Greyhound. I'm not really sure, just because of how his head kind of looks. It's kind of like that long, really skinny head that the Greyhound's got, but he's kind of got well, he's got the Belgian Malinois. We know his mom was a Belgian Malinois for sure. We just don't know what the dad was. So I'm gonna guess the mom was a Belgian Malinois, and the dad was probably the Greyhound. But he is currently passed out on his bed back there. His name, we just decided on a name today too. We decided to name him Loki, after the Norse god of, I think my wife said was destruction, even though I thought it was deception, based off of, Thor and Loki and Odin from the movie Thor and the comic books Thor, but I never really read into the Norse mythology. So, but we decided to name him Loki, so we have Loki and Athena now. And he's a good little dude. He's smart. He's still warming up to us. We only had him for today's day, starting day 2. But other than that, we've just been trying to get paperwork in order and catching up on the 8 months that we haven't had together, and just trying to get everything in line and make do with having very minimal things for housing quarters. So other than that, that's pretty much all what's new and what's going on. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be, my vlog for tomorrow will, I know for sure, have a tour of the house. You can see the backyard, the park. There's a park that literally, like, my grass ends right here. The park starts right here. It's the coolest thing for my little girl. I love it. I don't have to go, I just open my back door and be like, all right, go play at the park. So it's cool. But I'll take you on a tour of my house tomorrow. Again, like I said, it's really empty right now. We got just a bed in our, well, we got 2 beds in our room. One's supposed to be in Bree's room because she's supposed to be sleeping in there, but she's sleeping in our room. Supposed to be sleeping on her bed in our room, but she's migrates in our bed all the time somehow. Toddlers, they got this little magical thing that they could do, and I think it's kind of more than just toddlers. Kids in general do that. But yeah. And some dressers. We got a TV, and just really, you'll see it's really minimal, but it's great because we got each other, and that's the most important thing to us right now. Is we got each other. We're here. Our stuff's gonna get here when it gets here. We're finally together. We're happy, and it's just amazing. So I kind of want to wrap this up now to just, I don't know, 2 in the morning now, and I can tell my words and stuff's going all over the place. So before I trip on my tongue some more, I'm gonna wrap it up. But I want to wrap it up on this note. I want to give a big shout out and just thank you guys so much for still being with me. And if you're new here, thank you for coming in and checking us out. I hope you stay, because I want to build those one-on-one relationships with you. I want you guys to be friends with me, and I want to be friends with you guys. I'm planning on doing more live streams so we can actually have more interactions. You guys can ask me questions. We can do some Q&As. Maybe I could convince my wife to sit down and do a Q&A with us. If I can get my toddler to pay attention enough to get maybe a couple questions in, we could do a Q&A with that. But that's kind of what I'm looking at going forward from here. Is I want to do some more live streams, and I kind of want to play with it some, so I can put out better live streams for y'all. Especially as we go travel, we could live stream some of that too. But again, just thank you guys so much. You guys mean so much to me. I really did genuinely miss putting out content and sharing it with my friends, you guys, and I missed you guys. If you haven't already, the best way to stay up to date, and I have kind of slacked on it a little bit just because I've been doing a bunch of other things, is following me on Twitter. It's at Cody Hildeman, CodyHildeman. You can, if you go to my page, I have a little thing up in the top corner and it says follow me on Twitter, and it's got the little Twitter bird on it. You can just click on it. It'll take you straight to my page and you can check it out and go from there. But I just wanted to say thank you. It's been heavy on my heart, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm just so grateful for you guys. So with all that being said, I hope you all have a great night. And even though it was an incredibly rough live stream here, I'm glad to have shared it with you guys. I'm looking forward to doing another one with you guys. And maybe we can do another one tomorrow night. Maybe I can convince my wife after she gets off work, we do a little live stream together. And yeah, so hit me up on Twitter to see when I'm going to be live streaming next. And I'm going to start posting more content on there and actually tweeting like you should on Twitter. Alright? You guys have a great day if it's day for you, and night if it's night for you. Seize the day, make it the best you got, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all.